everyone, and welcome back. This is day 3 in a series of 7 meals in 7 days using only Trader Joe's products. And I'm just changing it up a little bit today because I'm actually doing a lunch instead of a dinner. But you can interchange this for dinner too. It just, I felt like this for lunch and it sounded really good. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys all the ingredients that I have out here and tell you what I'm going to be making today. Here is just a quick pan of all the items that I have set out today for the lunch, and I'll go through them all. I am actually going to be making a falafel wrap, and we are using our new falafel mix that we just recently started selling at Trader Joe's, so I'm really excited to try this out, and I'm just going to go ahead and follow all the instructions on the side of the box. And then I'm going to top the falafel with some tomato, red onion, Persian cucumber, a little feta, and the Tzatziki garlic sauce. And then using the Middle Eastern flatbread wraps to make like a little falafel taco. So I am going to go ahead and get started, and I am starting with the falafel mix. All you need to do is add water. These are 100% vegan also. You guys can make a ton of different recipes with falafel, but because this is a lunch, I thought a little falafel wrap would be like a healthy and delicious meal. And if you guys have been following me and have seen my other videos, y'all know how much I absolutely love Greek food. This falafel mix, it says on the instructions to add 3/4 cup water to 1 cup dry ingredients. So I'm probably just gonna make 1 cup of this to start. Once you mix the dry ingredients with water, you need to let it sit for about 30 to 60 minutes. So while this is sitting, I am going to be chopping up all the vegetables and getting it ready to make the wrap. So the package looks like this inside the box. Looks actually really good. There's like little green things in there. So I'm going to measure out 1 cup of the dry ingredients. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to dump it into the bowl. I'm going to add 3/4 cup of water into this mixture. I don't have a 3/4 cup measuring cup, so I'm just using a 1/4 cup, and I'm going to do it 3 times. All right, adding the water to this mixture. Mixing up the ingredients now. I believe now that I'm using this mix that the reason it needs to sit for 30 to 60 minutes is to kind of set up, because right now it seems like a little watery. So I'm sure the dry mix takes a little time to absorb all the moisture and firm up a little bit. In the instructions, it also says to loosely cover. So I'm just going to take some saran wrap and cover it. While the falafel mix is setting up, I'm going to chop the veggies. So I have 1 organic cucumber. These are not the biggest wraps, so I'm not trying to like overstuff them with a ton of things. So I think 1 good sized cucumber and 1 tomato should be enough. And if not, I could always cut more. And I have these cute little bowls that I'm just going to put all the chopped veggies into. I cut the cucumbers in quarters and tried to make them be a good size to top on a wrap. You guys can cut them however you'd like though. It's just my preference here. Now I did want to say this is just an organic on the vine tomato. I usually always buy these tomatoes because at Trader Joe's, these are year-round organic. We do get organic heirlooms during the summer, which are my favorite, and those are the ones that I buy in the summer when we get them. But for now, I'm using this. Alright guys, so I just diced up that tomato, kind of similar in size to the cucumber, and I'm putting that into my second bowl. The last veggie that I'm going to cut is a red onion, so I'm going to go ahead and get that started. Again, I just want to reiterate the toppings that you are putting on your wrap. You can do as much or as little as you like. It's a perfect meal for family if you just want to put all of the toppings in the middle of the table and you guys can literally just top with all the fun things that you want. Per the best recommendation on the falafel package, it says to deep fry the falafels for the most authentic taste, flavor, and way to make them. So I'm going to put some oil in this pan. It says at least 4 inches tall, and start heating it up just so that way we can have it ready to go by the time the falafels come out. So guys, we ran out of oil. Little movie magic for you, you know, a brand new bottle. Because my hubby is so awesome. He got me Starbucks today and he ran out and got another bottle of vegetable oil. So let's just keep on pouring this oil in here. Just turn on the stove. The flame should be set to medium high. While the oil is heating up, I'm going to start making the dough balls. It says 1 inch, 1.25 inch size dough balls for this, and it says to actually use your hands. So I'm going to get in there and get messy. It has been about, I'd say, 40 minutes now that it's been sitting. So I'm just going to lightly make these into little dough balls and set them here. I'm going to be putting the first ball into the oil, and it says to leave in there about 1 to 2 minutes. Once the ball floats to the top, then it's pretty much ready, and then you just place them on a plate and let them cool down for 2 to 3 minutes before serving. You guys, I am actually very impressed by the way that these are turning out. I can't believe that I made these. I like to cook, but I haven't like explored all these different things, and that's what I love about Trader Joe's is they really allow people that are like beginners or people that aren't comfortable cooking more ethnic cuisine than what they're used to. I love that this is so easy. It's not scary. Like I was kind of worried about the oil, and very simple for a beginner. So if you guys are scared or you think this is really hard, it's not at all. And I'm so stoked on how these turned out. They have been sitting here for a little bit. They're crispy on the outside. They're like golden brown. They look and smell amazing, and I just cannot wait to bite into one of these things. So if you guys are intimidated by this recipe, please don't feel intimidated, because they make this the most simple, easy process. Now that the falafel is cooked and has been sitting for about probably like 5 minutes now, I'm going to start to make my wrap. So the first thing I am using is the Middle Eastern flatbread. You guys can use pita too, but in my opinion, this bread is so much better because it has a little bit of chew to it. It's a little chewy, it's thicker, and it just feels like a good consistency for like a falafel wrap. So I'm making my husband and I one right now, so I'm just putting one on a plate. And the next step I am going to do is I'm actually going to put a little bit of the Tzatziki spread on the bottom first, just to kind of use it as a glue to stick the falafel down on top of. And I don't want to use too much because I'm going to be topping this also with the sauce, so I'm just doing a little bit as a base. I'm going to break one of these open so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. Looks really good. I'm just going to go ahead and try one of these without anything on it and give you guys my honest feedback. So, really good flavor. I actually love these falafels. These are delicious. They're not as crispy on the outside as some of the other falafels I've had, but they're actually really good. They have like almost a creamy consistency, but the flavor with all the herbs and spices they used are perfect. They're spot on. So I'm super excited to taste this wrap now. And I'm just gonna go ahead and layer the veggies on here. I'm gonna start with the cucumber, and I'm just gonna do a little cucumber over the top, and then we're gonna do some tomato, and then some red onion, just sprinkle that on top. Gotta top it with the Tzatziki, and Tzatziki actually has sliced cucumber in there as well, if you guys are wondering what these big chunks are. Showed you guys this in my What's in My Fridge video, this Pastures of Eden feta. I have not tried this yet, but people have raved about it and said you have pretty much haven't lived until you've eaten this. So I'm gonna try a little bit. I like to just break up, because it comes into a square like this, so you kind of have to break it up, and feta breaks up really easily. So I'm just gonna break it up with my fingers, place a little bit on top. Okay guys, I'm attempting to bite into this humongous stuffed falafel wrap, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to taste it and I'll let you guys know. Oh yeah, this is probably going to be like one of my new favorite lunches. I love Mediterranean and Greek food. This by far has got to be like a top 3 for me, which is huge. But I'm gonna go ahead and sit down with my husband, enjoy this amazing falafel wrap. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. Again, make sure that notification bell next to the subscribe button is hit, so that way you guys know when the next video is being posted. And we'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.